Yeah, some of the books that I've read recently, it's basically two books by one author, Hannah Grace, Daydream. I think, judging by the Goodreads, lots of people wrote how they loved it and stuff like that. I actually couldn't finish it. I didn't read it to the end. I was basically reading it. Maybe like until the first date or something. Then I got so bored, so I just skimmed to the end and pretty much didn't understand what's the fuss about. So can't say much about that. But I can say that I'll avoid this author from now on because the second book that I read, Holiday Ever After, I can't show it now. I will try to finish it. That one I uh, pres- pros- progressed until 75%. And after that, it's basically, well, I don't know, it's like sort of silly or something. I understand that it's a rom-com, but I don't know, they were, spoiler alert, by the way, I don't know, I think it's a spoiler, but they were, for 3 pages, 3 chapters or something, fixing some snowman. Like, I mean, it's Christmassy book, it's rom-com, I understand there was some, but I'll say what the, um, premise about both of these books. But this author goes out of my favor. I mean, I've never read anything before, but I read 2 books, not knowing it's the same author. Basically, in this book, this girl and this boy, it's actually a series, but I started with this one, so I didn't really have any connection with that boy. But basically, he's such a nice guy. He has some sort of problems with schooling because he has some, I don't know, like dyslexia, I think, or something. And she's like a bookworm who wants to be a writer, to write romance, and she also basically um I'm forgetting now. Yes, she is running a book club. Of course she does. Bakes, of course she does. And she's got like this family where she's basically hyperachiever, but at the same time responsible one. And she basically has to, with her half sister, deal with her homework, then with her mother, who has her own expectations of her, to the point that she actually broke up with a boyfriend, previous boyfriend, or he broke up with her. But mother, she didn't say the mother because mother will disapprove, and mother did disapprove, and she said, "Well, we with your father, kind of like broke up, and then got married and blah blah." And she said, "Yes, but you divorced," and she said, "Well, yeah, but after 3 kids or something." So something like that. Basically, mother is a liability in that book as well. However, the couple was cute. I'm not gonna lie, it was nice, but it led literally nowhere. Like if the 25% on the first date it gets boring, what can I say? That's kind of like not the point of a rom-com. So can't say anything about the plot after that because I just, like I said, I skimmed the end, didn't get interested. So the other book that by her, which I probably will finish and talk later, is about a woman from a rich family again dysfunctional. They basically ripped off somebody else's idea about a pop, and the idea took off. Basically, the idea of a wooden doll who, well, that came together with some outfits and stuff like that. And the idea was by some residents of a very small town somewhere in America. So she went to, yeah, and there was like the company took a lot of damage to the image and stuff. So she was a daughter of the owner of the company. So she went and she worked there. So she went to sort this crisis out. And in the pub, she finds a guy who basically she likes him. He likes him. They talk a lot, and then he finds out that she's associated with that whole scandal. Well, and then there's some problems, of course. Problems, and then after problems, basically, she pledges to do what she can. Then she does what she can, and I was stuck at the point when they were building snowman. Not gonna lie, that was boring. And of course, there is like broken ankle. Well, not broken, nothing so tragic, but like just like I don't know, twisted ankle, and everything. Obviously, you can picture the rest. And yeah, and also snowstorm, of course. And she's got no way to leave. If there is any spoiler here, I don't think so, because it's just such a like a common tropes. And I didn't say what happened after that, so it's not a spoiler. So this is the other book I finished. This was supposed to be thriller. That was not thrilling at all. But this one I did finish, even though it took me 2 years. I started last summer because like such a summer photograph. Let me try to come on. Okay, look. There's summer photograph. Cover. Well, I'm on the fence about this book. I don't know if I enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it. I think it's more to didn't enjoy it. It's basically the generation war plus different social class war and whatnot. Holiday was ruined, of course, and it says here, you waited all year for this, and it's going to be murder or holiday. And the author is Louis Candlish. Louis Candlish. But why is it not doing anything? Come on, show something. Louis Candlish. I'm sorry about that. Okay, Louis Candlish. You can see that. But I'm thinking, it sounds like a perfect thriller, but it wasn't. It wasn't. What's the problem with it, actually? The problem with it is, first of all, pacing. First half of the book was extremely boring. There are like 15 characters, and each of them has their perspective in a chapter. And I was thinking, who are they? Who is that guy? Who is that Perry guy? Who is that? Like, the names are, I swear. Who is that Perry guy? Who is that like Robbie guy? Who is that like Linus guy? Then eventually I figured out by the half of it who is who. And the rest of the half was very rushed. The second half of it, not the rest of the first half. The second half was very rushed, and there are lots of things started happening, out of nowhere. But yeah, not a spoiler again. It's about second holiday property that basically went into the sea, and first it looks like just the cliff went down, but apparently it was somebody pushed it in. So the whole book is basically gives you lots of red herrings who it could be, but basically it's not. Well, maybe you would think it's that guy or not guy, but I thought on all sorts of different people, but it wasn't them. So it's not really obvious. So it's kind of twisted in an interesting way, I would say, but it's not thrilling. Okay, again, British author, thriller that doesn't thrill. That's pretty much another avoidance. By the way, this woman, Hannah Grace, please show the author. Hannah. Gosh, that's annoying. Hannah Grace, yes. Well, you can see some letters. So basically, Hannah Grace, let's see about her. It says here, Sunday Times bestseller. That should be a warning, by the way. Well, there's nothing about Hannah Grace. Hannah Grace is an English author, writing adult contemporary romance between. Okay, both adult authors, both basically not thriller, not thrilling, romance, not romantic. So no. Okay, and what else? I picked up now another Canadian, I think. What's up? It's called Whispers. Ashley Anbury. No, Audrey, Ashley Audrey. And just started it. It's about another bad property that didn't got pushed off the cliff, but it says a cracking psychological not healer, thriller keeps you guessing to the final pages. So the incident happens in the middle of the night. Whitney Lovely's place, the grandest house on Howell Street. Friends, neighbors, and the authorities gather to piece together the events of the last 24 hours, their token secrets, lies, betrayals. Once the enviable Whitney Lovely, CEO of Wife Mother, about to fall behind closed doors, the whispering has started. But where will it end? Well, anyway, it's very similar to this one, I think, but hopefully not so more thrilling and not so boring. Not so boring. I would say it was boring. Some type parts cracked me up. Like there was a couple of funny sentences, but why is it doing that? I'm sorry, it just does not end. Okay, yeah. Well, this one, basically a big um lay down. No, wait. Did I say it right? Um, let down. And this, there were a lot of laydowns there. Well. And this is a, sounds similar because here the wife of the house, well, it wasn't really a house, it was pushed off. It was like a summer house, so basically some extension, separate from the main house. And yeah, she was also like a main breadwinner now, and her husband was ex-banker, I think, and they owned this house for 15 years, and before it happened, and at the moment of the book started, the husband was basically not doing much. He was just some sort of doing some DIY work here and there, mainly in his own property, and also fixing up some stuff and taking care of some it's not even counseling housing, it's basically like charity housing for some people who are homeless or ex-addicts or something like that. Basically he was volunteering there, so not earning any money, and she was earning lots of money. And here I think is similar, and also something about property. It says here incident, okay, the grandest house, so property again, we'll see. And then this one is, I'm going to read it also next, is the cruise. After that, Catherine Cooper. Do you see Catherine Cooper? Catherine. It's in the middle. Catherine Cooper. Yeah. So basically, the cruise. I'm interested. What happened on the cruise? During the New Year's Eve party, it's a shame that it's New Year because it's summer now. A luxurious cruise ship in the Caribbean. The ship's dancer Lola goes missing. Okay. Everyone on board has something to hide. Of course they do. No one is safe. Okay. So basically, sounds interesting. And this one, I think I've heard about lots of YouTubers about this. This is a house, the house in the Cerulean Sea. It's never too late to follow the dream by T.J. Klune. T.J. Klune. Yeah. He expected nothing, but they gave him everything. Mm-hmm. Linus, again, Linus. No, that other guy was Linux. He was a computer guy. Okay, Linus Baker leads a quiet life. At 40, he has a tiny house with devious cat and his beloved records for company. The Department of Charge of Magical Youth. I normally don't read magical books. Well, I do read magical books about some witches series by, gosh, what's her name? Alice somebody. Forgot now. But yeah, I didn't read the last one. But normally it's not my cup of tea. I've spent many dull years monitoring the orphanages. Oh, orphanages again, some charity guy. So basically, that's fine. And basically, that's it. I think I'll see what I'm doing on a Kindle now. On Kindle, I've got. Oh dear. Okay, on Kindle, I've got this project of finishing like about 15 books that I DNF'd in previous like couple of years. Basically, next one, I finished one not long ago. That was about, yeah, I think I had already a video about that. It was Your Perfect Family. So I've got another book by that author, but I'm trying to listen to it because it has an audio version. Mm, if I find it, I'll show. Gosh, what's her name? I just tried to find the name. Ah, the Book of Magic. This is what I'm reading. Alice Hoffman. Hmm? This one. Okay. So it's more Halloween stuff there. Wait a minute. Now I cannot get out of it. Okay, I can. So this other book disappeared. That's weird. I was distinctly remember starting it, so it should be somewhere next to the top. Mm. Ah, yes, I'm going to also do the honeysuckle season. I did read two books by this author, Mary Ellen Taylor. It's actually quite nice, sort of American writing, and it was cozy. Yeah, a cozy house, historical research about this house. So, and some kind of romance. Okay. Mm, mm. Gosh, that's so annoying. Because there were two books that I actually am listening rather than reading. Well, and I'm completely lost. One was about some rock star or something whose brother was killed, his twin brother, and he is now like flailing. And the girl who works in a bar kind of saved him. Well, saved him when he was drunk. Took him to her apartment. Gosh, I can't find them. Okay, never mind. I guess like it's like one of those things. You just maybe they changed the title. Maybe they removed them. I didn't even finish them. How can they remove them? Then I'm reading this Way the Crawdads Sing, like also for 3 years already. Then I'm reading the Outlander on the second, I think. Then I'm reading Virgin River, second book. Then I'm reading the what else I'm reading? Yes, there are some Halloween books like horror books like okay, something about the house. House, where is it? That's so weird. They changed all the covers. I can't see it. This Riley Sager, but something. There's a final girls, but it's not the book I read. I read about the house, something like not safe at home, another. It's something similar. Gosh. And these other two books, for some reason, I can't see. I'm pretty sure they downloaded somewhere here. Okay, let me just speak about them next time then. So basically, at the moment, Safe at Home, it's a book by 52% Lauren North. Um, I'll show you the chapter 32 cover. That's the cover. She's also British and also not thrilling. But basically, the premise is like that. She is a woman of mother of three children, stuck somewhere in the middle of nowhere, some village where she basically lives by herself with her daughters. And while her husband is forced to work on some oil rig in Nigeria because they landed into bad financial situation, some big debts. He's trying to pay them off by taking that job. She is doing some extra jobs like administration, like some sort of doing maintaining websites or something like that. And she basically is very anxious, very sort of not in a good place, and something happening with your daughter. And there is such weird, confusing, basically, start of the book. There's a community of women who have two chat groups. One is like open, the other is secret. So this woman N is not part of the second one, where they discuss lots of stuff and gossip. And kind of like not a particularly friendly environment. Also, there's a neighborhood watch. One woman's husband is a policeman. He is dealing with things like vandalism, blah blah. But there was a scene of some. In the beginning, she ends up in the stuck in the traffic because of some car accident, and her daughter is alone at home. She's very nervous about it, very anxious. Then basically something happens. Meanwhile, with the daughter, basically two daughters are twins, 11-year-olds. So one of the twins, and her clothes is muddy, and she is not talking to her. What happened? We don't know. And she covered in bruises, but she's not telling her mom what happened. Then basically um, um, the local businessman is missing, and apparently the car accident was his brother, this businessman's also twin brother, who unfortunately was killed in this car accident. Where Anne was stuck in the traffic. And basically nothing explained. What happened with their money? I'm on 50% only now. I understood what happened to their money. Why is she in this situation? Why is he forced to leave her to work somewhere else? And basically, it's a slow burn, but not in a good way, because it's more like I don't know. You just don't get involved in the thrillers. Like you think, oh, do I need to finish it? But I decided to finish it simply because I basically am finishing things that I didn't after 5 pages. Now I'm trying to get through, see if I was right to DNF, not just for my own personal satisfaction, basically. Well, I think that's all I've got to share for now. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.